Hi Dailies, I'm Clayson from Newcastle to Australian Daily.
COVID. Mask mandates relaxed in South Australia. South Australians will receive an early Easter present, a relaxed mask mandate and the mothballing of QR code check-ins. Premier Peter Malinauskas announced the changes on Tuesday, bringing the state into line with other jurisdictions in Australia. Wearing a mask is a choice. There is nothing wrong with choosing to wear a mask. There is no rule against mask wearing, Mr. Malinauskas told reporters. We are providing the ability for South Australians to exercise more choice, more discretion when it comes to wearing a mask. The current rules will come into effect on Good Friday. Masks will be required only on passenger transport, planes, indoors at airports, hospitals and community healthcare, residential aged care, disability care facilities and correctional service facilities. And QR check-ins will only be required in hospitals and aged care facilities. The Easter Bunny comes in 4 days' time. In 2 days' time, South Australians will have a lot more choice when it comes to mask wearing, Mr. Malinauskas said. We are also announcing the mothballing of the QR code regime, which means QR codes won't be required anywhere but hospital and aged care facilities, he said. Mr. Malinauskas clarified the regime was being wound back, rather than being abolished, as there may be a time when it had to return. South Australia recorded 4,401 cases on Tuesday, along with 6 deaths and 232 patients in hospital, including 12 in intensive care. On Friday, Premier Mark McGowan was called on to lift the mask mandate by Anzac Day and to show a level of trust and respect that West Australians will do the right thing and stay home if they are sick. Perth Lord Mayor Basil Zempilas and Chamber of Commerce and Industry WA Chief Executive Chris Rodwell on Friday joined forces to announce the latest round of council measures to help boost the struggling CBD. I think Western Australian people, Perth people, can be trusted to do the right thing. To stay at home if they're not feeling well, to continue to sanitize, to come to the office and be safe if the mask mandate is lifted, and continue to operate with fellow West Australians in mind, he said. With the Anzac Day parade returning to St. George Terrace later this month, Mr. Zempilas, an employee of 7 West Media, nominated April 25 as a date for the restrictions to be relaxed by. Anzac Day might be the right line in the sand, he said. By then, I would imagine that we will have a confirmed downward trend in the daily COVID case numbers, and it would seem not to be rushing into lifting the mask mandate. It would be the right balance, I think, between being conservative but mindful for what our city needs. Meanwhile, a man aged in his 30s is among 3 new deaths in Western Australia as the state recorded a spike in COVID-19 infections overnight. WA Health reported 6,348 new infections overnight, up from 4,993 the previous day, taking the total number of active cases to 40,169. There are now 236 people with COVID-19 in hospital, including 7 in intensive care. The 2 other deaths are a woman aged in her 80s and a woman aged in her 60s. Due to patient confidentiality, no further information will be released by the department on these deaths, a statement read on Tuesday. Among the new cases, 1989 were confirmed via a PCR test, while the remaining 4,360 were identified from self-reported positive rapid antigen tests. A total of 14,079 PCR tests were conducted on Monday. WA has a third-dose vaccination rate of 77.1%. The state has recorded a total of 257,997 cases since the pandemic began.
And so, don't forget to click like, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell to be notified of the next video. support our channel with a PayPal donation. Thank you very much.